This is the July 11, 2026 edition of the NCN News. I'm Kristen Josiah. Thank you for joining us. Now, first up, Minister of Natural Resources Vikram Bhatt says Guyana's new oil agreements are designed to deliver greater benefits to the country compared with previous contracts. Here's more. Speaking on the Starting Point podcast, Minister Bhatt says new production sharing agreements now include a 10% royalty, 10% tax, and reduced cost recovery provisions. He said two agreements were signed last year, including one with a consortium comprising Total Energies, Qatar Energy, and Petronas, and another with Ghana-based Sebel Energy. The minister confirmed that Sebel Energy is yet to pay its $17 million signing bonus, citing issues involving the company's investors.
They would have indicated to us that they're having a few issues with their investor, but they've also indicated recently that they are signing a new agreement, which I believe maybe as we speak, that agreement is being signed with another investor, and that they will be in a position to pay the signing bonus.
Minister Bhatt said the government has given the company additional time to resolve the matter, but warned that the agreement could be suspended or cancelled if it fails to comply. He noted that Sebel has already established a local office, employed Guyanese staff, and paid more than $2 million in licensing and other fees. The minister said the Total Energies-led consortium has moved forward with its exploration program and is currently conducting seismic surveys in Guyana's waters. He explained that seismic data will help determine potential drilling locations by identifying possible hydrocarbon deposits beneath the seabed.
So these are specialized vessels basically that pick up data from the seabed or below the seabed, I may say so.
So Total and companies doing that now.
Yes,
they're doing that now.
to determine whether they're hydrocarbons or signs of hydrocarbons. From that now, the company can analyze and make an informed decision as to where they should drill the wells.
The Natural Resources Minister says the government is pleased with the progress of exploration activities and expects continued expansion of Guyana's oil and gas sector. We tell you now that a 24-year-old man is in police custody after the body of a missing 20-year-old woman was discovered buried in a shallow grave at Chelsea Park, Mahaica, East Coast, Demerara. Police identified the deceased as Keriana Stanford of Ansgrove, East Coast, Demerara. Investigators said she had visited the suspect's residence before she was reported missing. Acting on information received, officers searched the property and discovered her body buried in a shallow grave at the back of the residence. The body was taken to the Maikoni Cottage Hospital, where she was pronounced dead, before being transferred to Bailey's Funeral Home pending a post-mortem examination. The suspect was later arrested at Enmore and remains in police custody as investigations continue. In Budget 2026, the government invested $1.2 billion to expand access to community-based childcare services, a move aimed at making it easier for parents, particularly women, to pursue education and employment opportunities. Minister of Human Services and Social Security Dr. Vinder Prasad said many parents, especially mothers, have had to postpone their studies or delay entering the workforce because they lacked access to reliable childcare options. Here's more.
Dr. Prasad said the investment will support the establishment of home and community-based childcare centers in communities across all 10 administrative regions. She explained that the initiative includes training childcare providers and supporting them in creating safe, child-friendly environment where children can learn, play, and develop while parents have peace of mind. She added that the government will also partner with individuals who have suitable spaces by assisting them in upgrading their facilities to meet the required standards for early childhood care.
We can help you to furnish and equip it. We can help you to have the technical support you need to start, sustain, and expand. And we definitely want to see you provide affordable care to the parents who will come to you. I say affordable care because the one request the government has is when we co-invest with you, your service should be accessible to all.
More than 700 people have already registered for the initiative, including 718 individual applicants as well as representatives from NGOs, faith-based organizations, and community groups. Minister Prasad said the program aims to build communities that are more responsive to children's need while addressing social challenges. She added that the ministry's early childhood development program goes beyond childcare by promoting positive parenting and strengthening family support systems.
Parenting is crucial in every child's life, whether you have one parent, both parents, grandparents, or caregivers. It is still parenting. It is still raising a child or children. And we have to ensure that everyone assumes collective responsibility so that we can eradicate the negatives like child abuse. I want to say the Child Protection Act provides for prosecution in all cases of child abuse. And I also want to say we will be relentless.
Minister Prasad urged caregivers and childcare practitioners to remain vigilant in protecting children by learning to recognize the signs of abuse and reporting suspected cases, noting that child abuse is a reportable offense. She said creating a safe environment for children requires a collective effort, encouraging caregivers to become trusted adults whom children can confide in, while ensuring that their safety and well-being remain the top priority. Kimberly Giddings reporting for the NCN News.
Thank you, Kimberly. We tell you now that the East Ruimveldt market is set for a major upgrade, with the government investing $528 million in a comprehensive rehabilitation project through the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development. Construction is expected to begin in the coming weeks, with works to be carried out in 5 phases and completed by 5 contractors. The modernized market will feature 237 upgraded stalls, expanded parking, designated vending areas, and a new entrance bridge to improve access. Temporary accommodation will be provided within the market compound to ensure vendors can continue operating during construction. Minister Priyamani Chan said consultations are ongoing with vendors to determine suitable relocation arrangements and assured that no one will lose their livelihood while the project is underway. She said the redevelopment forms part of the government's commitment to providing safer, cleaner, and more modern facilities for communities across the country. More news after the break. Stay tuned.
In today's tough driving conditions, every engine faces 3 powerful enemies: engine heat, pollutants, and frequent short trips. Each factor is a direct cause of engine sludge, a buildup of dirt that can block vital oilways. This triple threat demands triple protection. Castrol GTX's Triple Protect Power is engineered to fight these 3 main causes of engine sludge.
Welcome back. You're watching the NCN News. Police are investigating the sudden death of 51-year-old Police Sergeant Stacy Noble, a member of the Guyana Police Force attached to the Special Constabulary. Noble reportedly collapsed at a residence in Diamond Housing Scheme, East Bank, Demerara on Friday morning. Emergency medical technicians performed CPR, but their efforts were unsuccessful and she was pronounced dead by a doctor. Police say no marks of violence were observed on her body and no foul play is suspected at this stage. The body is awaiting a post-mortem examination as investigations continue. Ahead of the National Toshaos Council NTC conference to be held July 20 to 24 at the Artichon Conference Center, Minister of Housing Colin Crowell has urged village leaders to focus on the bigger picture when they gather for the annual forum. He made the remarks at the 2026 Regional Toshaos and Community Development Council Chairpersons meeting. Here's more from Kimberly Giddings.
Minister Kroll said discussions at the NTC conference should focus on broad policy directions, national initiatives, programs, and engagements that can deliver greater long-term benefits for indigenous villages. He added that empowerment communities goes beyond financial support, emphasizing the importance of building stronger, more sustainable villages through continued partnerships with the government.
So oftentimes we look at measurement of empowerment in terms of the financial resources that are put into the communities. But it's much more than that. It encompasses equipping the communities, yes, with the resources, yes, with the infrastructure, with knowledge, with the institutional capacity, so that it allows you to further make informed decisions about your own development.
Additionally, the minister said that while accountability is often expected from the government, it must be upheld at every level.
We have a lot of work, therefore, to do at the community level, at the village level, at the council's level, when we are speaking about accountability. And it's very important. It's not about you possessing as leaders the information. It's about ensuring that your community is informed. It's about ensuring transparency. It's about ensuring people are updated.
While noting that more work is needed to preserve the region's cultural heritage, the Minister of Housing stressed that socio-economic development remains a key pillar of sustainability. He also assured residents that the government will continue working with all communities regardless of how they vote, with the goal of ensuring that every Guyanese, irrespective of race, enjoys a sustainable quality of life. Kimberly Giddings reporting for the NCN News.
Thank you, Kimberly. Guyana is now home to the latest chapter of the LEAP 26 Regional Leadership Movement, which aims to strengthen leadership across the Caribbean. Organizers say the initiative, which began in Trinidad and Tobago before expanding to Barbados and the Bahamas, is focused on developing leaders in business, education, healthcare, media, sports, and other sectors. They believe effective leadership is essential to unlocking the region's full potential and meeting future development challenges. Speaking with NCN News, co-founder of LEAP 26, Luke Kwamina, said Guyana's rapid development presents a unique opportunity to build the next generation of regional leaders.
So somebody has to start the conversation to deliberately develop leaders in the region. I mean, we are no longer, I told them this morning, we're no longer fighting over chicken curry or curry chicken. I said, we have food security issues in the Caribbean. Who are the leaders in these spaces?
The organizers say the movement will continue engaging participants through mentorship programs and leadership development activities ahead of its return to Guyana in July 2027. Co-founder Linden says the goal is to create a lasting network of leaders committed to serving the Caribbean.
So our philosophy is very simple: reframe the way the region sees leadership. So that work has started today. We're going to build to continue. We booked the 2027 date. We're going to be back here on the 10th of July 2027, God's willing. And the journey continues monthly. We're going to serve these guys. We're going to bring back spaces and present mentors and persons who are further along.
Sport news after the break. Stay with us, but before we break, here's a look at the weather.
With the check of your weather for the next 12 hours, I am Oshana Hopiwana. Early morning, occasional to frequent showers are expected over regions 1 to 5 and North Region 6. Elsewhere, no significant rainfall. Rainfall is expected to range between 0 and 30 millimeters, with the maximum along coastal areas. For winds, a light to gentle breeze from the northeast to the east is expected. Minimum temperatures will range between 22 and 25 degrees Celsius along the coast and between 19 and 24 degrees Celsius elsewhere. For your tide advisory, it is in effect at this time. Now for your extended forecast. On Sunday, cloudy to overcast skies with occasional to frequent showers, intermittent rain, and thunder showers are expected over regions 1 to 5, 8, 10, and North Region 6. In other areas, partly cloudy to cloudy skies with scattered showers, and a clearing is expected in the late afternoon. Rainfall is expected to range between 15 and 50 millimeters. And until next time, be safe and have a great evening.
More news after the break. Stay with us.
Join me, Ghana